think it's more palatable to the audiences. To the audience, I think it's the way it's packaged that makes it easy to accept, and it's easy for us to see ourselves in the characters because it's just a caricature. It's a funny way of looking at a serious thing, and so in that sense, yeah, it's real. It's just exaggerated, and it's not so far from the real thing. It's not. But it's real. It happens. People actually do these things.
But if you were in his shoes, what would you exactly do?
I do what I'm supposed to do. I think that's the whole point of the film. And they asked me a while ago if how I find Toto, and the truth is I really don't agree with the way he does things. But at the same time, he's admirable because of he doesn't stop. He's relentless in how he trying to get what he wants.
Would you also resort to parang you will ask some people, di ba? To parang this guys.
I think the difference between Toto and I is that I would exhaust all my other options first before resorting to that. Because he went straight to that, and I think the reason why he did that is because he didn't believe in himself. He felt like that he didn't have what it took to get what he wanted. But in the end, he finds out that it's easier pala if you just take your time and do it the right way.
Yung foreigner na character mo,
Si Blake?
yes,
Yeah.
Blake. How is it working with him?
For the first couple of days, I was just watching him because it was one of the first times. I think the second time I was working with someone who was familiar with the way Hollywood works, and a lot of things were different in the way he tackles his things, and a lot of it were the same. It was a nice learning experience watching him work. It's almost distracting in the beginning because instead of you being in the scene, you're literally watching this person work. And the way it was nice. It was a nice opportunity to some another kind of work ethics when it comes to doing film.
And with Sal, yes.
I've worked with Tao before, and honestly,
Pero nag-click kayo dun
I love Tao. I really like the way he works. He's so honest, and he's so fearless in the way he does things. And even though he kind of tends to like make things big, it's acceptable, and he's really good. I really like working with him. In fact, he's one of the reasons why my character ended up looking like that is because I was watching him do his job, and the fact that our characters grew up together, it was a nice way to mold mine through the way he did his. So it's a nice contrast, I think.
Do you think meron pa nag-exist ng ganong tao like Sal? Kasi diba, he's willing to sacrifice. Kasi for him as your cousin, di ba? Nag-sacrifice siya talaga.
There's a lot of people like that, of course.
Na even yung, di ba yung image niya.
People do that all the time. Mothers do it for their kids all the time.
I mean like yung Sal, na-encounter mo as a friend or your cousin ka na.
Well, it takes all kinds of people to make up one world, and that's an infinite number of people. So it's impossible that it's like how we made it. I'm pretty sure a lot of people do that. In high school, you go through that every day. Talaga, you saw her first, so sige na, since you're my best friend, sa'yo na lang siya. Diba?
Depende lang yung mga level.
Yeah, it's a level lang naman. Levels lang siya.
Tapos, what do you think yung dominant na Filipino character dito na lumabas sa movie? Especially sa family.
On the positive note, whether we're friends or family, whether we're bonded by blood or not, when there's a brotherhood, they really stick with each other. They will help each other. Sometimes they use each other, but it's as a whole, it's helping. Kahit nasasagasaan ng iba, which I think is great. This is what's really nice about us Filipinos. But at the same time, the more serious part about the movie, which is actually not very easy to say, is that a lot of us Filipinos, we have this mentality where we put down ourselves. Like, I'm just this, ganito lang ako, hindi ako nosebleed. You know, because people, we believe that they know more, we put them down instead of accepting or trying to learn. Which I think is what the movie is trying to say. That if you just do it, or find out what you have to do, step one is to know what you have to do. And then step two is to act upon it. And if you fail, do it again. Over and over again. And that's the whole moral of the story. There are no shortcuts. You do it the right way or nothing will happen. You might be able to get what you want, but how long is it going to last? If you lie your way through things. Right? And it happens all the time. Like, you know, you hire someone, like a driver, he'll tell you that he's driven this before, but hindi pala. But it's because of desperation, which is the same as talk. So, it's, yeah. Sad, no? Pero